All right, Shalom. We want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to Apostle Great Millstone and salutation of the Items that's preaching 144 truth coming out of GMS, all right? This is the Las Vegas Camp Mountain of Valor. I go by Cologne. All right, so hopefully coming to you with another edifying lesson to you men, women, and children, or you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians and speckled birds. The fatherland go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is your power and your power alone, which Yahweh means he is, all right? He exists, Bahashem in the name, and Yahweh Shai means he deliver. He is salvation, okay? All right, because I can't stress it enough that's why I always say in every video I say is, the only ones that's going to receive salvation on this go-around is the elect, all right? The 144,000 men, first and foremost, all right? That government body with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, with Yahweh Shai, all right? And you men, women, and children who believe on the testimony and its prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? All right, let's get into it. The name of this lesson is It Shall Stand Forever, all right? And what we're talking about is Yahweh Shai's kingdom is going to stand forever. Because we can see that this queendom, Esau's Edom, a.k.a. the so-called white man, who was should be known as, he is known as Red, but I like to call him Evil Red, okay? We're in his kingdom. We're at the end of his kingdom. You can see, hey, look at United States. Look at this. Hey, Olympus has fallen. All right. You see what I'm saying? If you saw that movie, this place has fallen. Babylon the Great. This great whore. All right. Iran president called this place the Great Satan, America. That's what he see this place as. All right. The double houses is divided. Clearly can see that. All right. But this kingdom is at its end. All right. The end of the world is Esau. That's 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. We can see it playing out. Look, hey, did not China, South Korea, and Japan just became an alliance together? You saw them doing a handshake, all three of them. Man, who's that targeting to? You, Trump, the U.S. Hey, the weak is coming together. They all coming against this place, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, Spirit of Egypt, Rome 2.0, all right? This great whore, man. We're at its end. Okay, in back on 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, but the beginning of it that followeth is Jacob. See that beginning. We're in that transformation going into the beginning of an everlasting kingdom. And you seeing that, all right? Through the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, through the prophets, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramon, Apostle Rakal, and all the other apostles and elders preaching the same doctrine of GMS in like-minded camps, all right? Like-minded men. The prophecy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who ain't, scared to say the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who ain't still being IUI can't see, still going around here saying Jesus Christ, all right? And you saw what happened to them out there in Kenya, all right? Messing around, all right? Don't take the Lord's name in vain, man. That's not even using his name, man. That's taking it in vain when you know it. All right, but back on to this, all right, the beginning of it that follows Yahweh Shai is an everlasting kingdom. Let's get into it. This is Daniel 2 and 44. It says, in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And which kingdom is that will never be destroyed? When you look out throughout history, you saw the Son of Man, all right? Because the three classification of men. Son of the God, all right, the Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Son of man, you all you heathen ass nations, all right. You other whatever y'all label this, all right, but you're heathens, all right. And son of the wicked, Edomites, all right. But he said an everlasting kingdom that would never be destroyed. Well, who kingdom that's gonna be? The one that's coming. Yahweh Shai. All right. That's a kingdom. His kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom that's going to be set up by Yahweh. All right. Yahweh Shai kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, first and foremost. So those who didn't know, now you know. All right. And it says, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall be in pieces and consume all these nations. Oh, Salaki, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these nations, and it shall stand forever. Now, who kingdom is that going to be? All right, Israel, all right, with Yahweh Shai, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians, all right, whose speckled birds go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our kingdom is an everlasting kingdom with Yahweh Shai, all right? And then you can find that on Daniel 7 and 18 when he said the saints is going to take the kingdom. Well, how you think they're going to do that? With spiritual power. Where you say you're going to consume and break in pieces. How are we going to do that when Yahweh Shai arrives? And then you get those new bodies, all right? And be a weapon, a battle axis, appearing for in scripture for Yahweh Shem Shai, having Superman capabilities. And we're only saying Superman just carnally, but we saying in truth and honesty, these powers have not seen, eyes have not heard. All the superhero anime, horror films, whatever powers that we can think of, we ain't seen these powers. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Can't even fathom what type of other powers that are out there and all the powers we've seen on this side and every other side that we've seen. But this is the climax of everything together, right? And he said his kingdom should stand forever, and that's Yahweh Shem Shai. And I'm gonna grab some pre and hope this is edifying to the elect. All right, let's grab this. This is gonna be I'm gonna also read it in the NLT. Daniel 2 and 44. It says, during the reigns of these kings, the Most High of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed or conquered. It will crush all the kingdoms unto the nothingness. And it will stand forever. All right. And that's Yahweh Shem Shai's kingdom. All right. Israel's kingdom. An everlasting kingdom. All right. It's going to be Isaiah 9, verse 6. It says, for unto us was a child born, unto us was a son given. All right. And this is speaking of the Messiah, or the Mashiach. It says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. All right. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor and Mighty and the Most High and the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Is speaking of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And this is the point right here. It says, of the increase of his government and peace shall be no end. You hear that? For his peace and government shall be no end upon the throne of David. All right. Which he came from the seed line of David, who Yahweh Shai's earthly father was Joseph, because he came from the seed line of David. All right, the house of David, house of kings. Okay, because David was the first king to rule the whole house of Israel. All right, because King David is under Yahweh Shai. All right, because there's order. All right, and it says, and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice for henceforth, even forever. The zeal of Yahweh, all right, of hosts will perform this. So when Yahweh is ready to give Yahweh Shai that earthly blessing, because he got his spiritual blessing, all right, it's time to get this blessing on this side where he give his enemy, he get everything that belongs to him, his inheritance, all right, all the first fruits of the earth, his slaves, everything belongs to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Yahweh Shai, all right, because it was given to him by the Father, all right. That's that everlasting kingdom that's going to stand forever. All right. This is going to be Matthew's. Oh, man. I need tape. Yeah, it's breaking. Got this tape. It's going to be Matthew's 28 and 18. All right. It says, and Yahweh Shai coming, all spoke unto them, saying, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. All right, he says, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. You see that? He said all power was given unto him for heaven and earth. And who gave him that? Yahweh. So if all power belongs to Yahweh Shai and it was given it to him by his father Yahweh, all right? And he's the right hand of Yahweh, all right? And he's the true living power, all right, who defeated death because he's the living power. That's an everlasting kingdom. That can't be. You can't mess with Yahweh Shai. Can't mess with Yahweh. All right, let's go back to Daniel. We'll jump back to Daniel 7. Let's get 7 and verse 13. You know, and it's just accounts and stuff, but it's just showing you like the Yahweh Shai's kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. When it talks about it for everlasting kingdom, just know it's speaking of Yahweh Shai's kingdom. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is an everlasting kingdom. All right, Israel have an everlasting kingdom. Israel will live forever when they receive these new bodies, Salaki, and that's that salvation, receiving mercy, getting the new bodies, them everlasting bodies, those godlike powers, you know. All right. Israel, Yahweh Allah, he prince of the power, man. Okay. Yahweh Allah, man. Israel, man. He prince of the power. All right. Daniel 7 and verse 13. All right. It says, I saw in the night's vision, and behold, one of the Son of Man came with clouds of heaven. All right. And so Daniel's seeing Yahweh Shai arriving in the fathership. Come the Ancient of Days, who that's speaking of. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And there brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages shall serve him. All right. Because the elect is serving Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, those are his favorites, all right, of the favorites of the favorites, okay? You know what I'm talking about? So those are the ones, all right? And the man, women, and children too, as well as the elect, all right? But the whole house of Israel, but it's going for the elect right now. His dominion is an everlasting dominion. See that? His dominion is an everlasting dominion. That's a kingdom. That's an everlasting kingdom. Everlasting. That means it's just it's zero. Starts with zero. Yahweh just keeps going like this, never ends. Beautiful. Which shall not pass away. And his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. That's Yahweh Shai's kingdom, man. Israel, that's our kingdom under Yahweh Shai, man. This is beautiful news to hear. We're seeing the end of this kingdom. All right. You can see the end of this shit. All right. Because you can smell the stench of the stench of this place is disgusting. All right. And we smelling good scents of ocean lavender, pineapple skies. I'm just saying. All right. Whatever smells good. That's nature that Yahweh Shem Yahshua created for you. All right. Let it just imagine that beautiful smell. All right. In the kingdom. All right. Yeah. It's Luke. Jump to Luke. It's gonna be Luke 32. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 32. It says, what did it say? He shall be great, all right, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. Speaking of Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that power should give unto him the throne of the house of the father David. And he shall reign over his house Jacob forever, and his kingdom there shall be no end. See that? There should be no end. That's why this lesson is called It Shall Stand Forever. The point of this lesson is basically letting you know that the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai stands forever. All right? It stands forever. And that's beautiful to know. That's what we're coming into. We're at the end of this thing. The end. We're in Jacob's trouble. All right. Apostle Tahardim this year, the whole year of the deliverance of Israel. All right. And the end of Esau's destruction, to see the destruction of Esau. All right. Whether it is this year or the year after, hey, we see that we're coming into an everlasting kingdom, which is Yahweh Shai's, man. We're in some beautiful times, man. All right. We're in some real beautiful times, man. This is going to be Psalms 21, verse 8. All right, it says, Thou hand shall find out all thy enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. All right, they shall make them as a Pharaoh over in the time of their anger. They shall swallow them up in his wrath, and fire shall devour them. And that's where at the end of Daniel 2 and 44, it says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all the kingdoms. All right. When World War III pops off, because we're getting close to that. When Yahweh shall arise and everybody starts to fight against him, that's the end all be all right there. Pin y'all all in submission. It's gonna break you in pieces and hit you with that everlasting consuming fire. Them laser heaven missiles, lasers, and them nuclear missiles, man. All right, gonna devour you with fire, man. Because that second death is gonna be fire, swallow you, the wrath. All right, Yahweh Shemi Shai is he got a problem not only with his house and foremost, because judgment starts in his house, paraphrasing scripture, all right? But he also have a problem with you, Esau, Edom, and you heathen-ass nations, all right? What you done to him. Let's not forget what y'all done to him, all right? Y'all crucified innocent man that didn't do nothing. Innocent. Remember that he was innocent when he was crucified. Y'all got to pay for that. It's going to be Isaiah. Isaiah's probably right here, yeah. And bring that on. Yep. It's Isaiah 60 and 12. It says, for nations and kingdoms that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, these nations shall be utterly wasted. So those who don't serve going to be destroyed. All right. And we know y'all going to be combative at first. Esau, Edom going to be like, I ain't bowing down. And, you know, you're going to have to the smackdown going to get laid on you. All right. By the people's champ. And who's the people? Us, Israel. All right. Yahshua Allah, he prince of the power. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the champ, man. He already has the victory. And his kingdom is an everlasting kingdom that will not be destroyed. And that kingdom is almost at hand. Are you ready, Israel? So I hope this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone. And salutations to the icons that's preaching the 144 truth coming out of GMS. All right. This is Las Vegas Camp. Man of Valor. Until next time. Shalom. I don't think I said my name. It's a Man of Valor, Cologne. Until next time, Shalom. I don't know.